Here we go, 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 here we go. What's going on, everybody? It's the Blockchain Backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And boom! Look at that, breaking up to 24 cents. And man, it feels good to see something like this going on today. And I got a video out this morning and I was like, okay, cool. That's a good one. Great. Hey, cool. You guys like it. You're watching it a lot. And I was like, but I got to do a live stream. We're getting the price action. So, hey, what's going on, guys? I see you all showing up in the chart or in the chat. So I got just kind of name off a few people and say what's up, y'all. So Celise, Owen, Kristen, Ardu, Sarah, Mr. Pace, Drew, Samuel, Rich, Mr. Pace, I got you again, Penny, XRP, Polly, GG, FGG, Ben. What's going on, guys? I know a lot of times when people tune into these streams to see the rewatch, you don't really want to see all those names getting shout out, but hey, I'll come back to all of you. Thank you so much for showing up. Hey, you know what? Let me post this over on Twitter that I'm live. We'll see if this thing makes a bunch of noise. It sure. Oh, it sure did. Okay. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go over to Twitter, go there, say, hey, I'm live, and posted. Cool. Got it. So, hey guys, what is going on? So, all right, we got a breakup today. This is great. We're looking at almost 24 cents. I know we did top out above 24 cents. And look at this stuff right here. We've got Dash up 25%, Bitcoin Cash 25%, Ethereum Classic 24%, Zcash Litecoin, EOS, the entire total two. If you're in TradingView and you type in total two, that's going to give you the total altcoin market cap up 15%, XRP 13.4%. And wow, we are just having a really awesome day. So let's take a look over here on the chat and see what's going on. Yeah, bought the bottom at 17 cents. I know, guys, we were talking about it the whole time, right? We were all about it, saying that this is okay. This is all normal. This negative stuff that happens, man, it's just all part of the game. When you see that negativity get super strong, that's when you know you're doing the right thing. The hard thing is you just gotta power through it for sometimes weeks on end dealing with it. But we got through it. So here we go. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh man, guys, when is the last time we've seen this kind of stuff on the board? Holy moly. So, all right, let me kind of take a look at the chat, see what's going on over here. Yeah, another 8% in the last hour, right? So let's take a look. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of rejection. Who cares? Whatever. Right. So we've talked about this many times that the price that we're trying to get up to is we want to get up into this range right here. We get up into there, we're welcome to hang out for a whole month. It doesn't matter. We just want to get there and consolidate. If we want to plow through it, that's fine too. But the biggest sign for us that this was the bottom down here is that we get up into here. And it looks like we're well on our way. I highly doubt that's the end of that. Just highly doubt it. So let's see. It's okay, so Stephen S. If they do not throw the case out tomorrow, we're going to 17 cents. All right, if you guys watched my video that I posted just like 2 hours ago, yeah, right about 2 hours ago, I was talking about how we got the lawsuit case coming up tomorrow and whether or not it's going to get dismissed. Don't worry about that thing. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I had said, when you talk about how they've already gotten that Series C funding round, trust me, when you invest hundreds of millions of dollars, these people all did their research. You don't just blindly invest hundreds of millions of dollars when the company you're investing in is in the middle of a lawsuit. They all know what they're doing. Don't worry about it. It's just perfect timing. News follows price. And then here we go. Who's your daddy? Keep doing a good job. $9.99. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I am here because it's exciting today. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And then Focus IOV dropping 2 pounds as well. I really appreciate that too. Wonderful. Thank you guys. So let me get through here. If you get, all right, so one thing I noticed about my last stream is I was doing a lot of like, if you got a cap hat and it's on the phone, and I was kind of reading these things quietly. So I want to read them out loud, but I also don't want to read the wrong, read something bad. But oh well, who cares? Uh, so I don't know, guys. I just wanted to get on here live because when is the last time we've seen any of this? Holy cow. You guys have any questions? Let's see. Bull run. You aren't big time until you get sued. Yeah, pretty much. Pumping today and then dropping tomorrow, just like swell events. Well, no, that's not the case. See, the pumping of the swell event, that was pumps leading up to swell, right? That was pre-anticipation and that was front running something. This is entirely different. Do I think this is a sucker's run? No, I don't. Bob Lovelace, God bless the work you do. Oh, thank you so much. Dakota, hey backer, hey, what's up? Francis Lantier, thanks for streaming during this exciting moment with $5. Thank you so much, Francis. I'm excited to be here. You know, I've been holding it off. So like I talk about this all the time, but I'm going to talk about it again because this is just a live stream and I can. But like I am literally talking to you right now with blue medical gloves on. And here, I'm going to take them off right now and see if you can hear it. Let me go ahead and take these off because I was coin roll hunting. I got all my other work done for the day that I needed to get done, and then I had got that YouTube video up this morning, and I was like, man, I've got this box of quarters. I still got like $200 a quarter sitting on my coffee table. Now my wife's gonna be like, what are you doing? Because I left a bunch of quarters out on the table, and I was just kind of, doing my hobby that I like to do. Let's see. So let me see. What was I saying? I got lost track of what the heck I was saying. So yeah, anywho, I was I just decided I wanted to stream earlier, but I had just released that video and it's like, come on, man, it's like the golden rule. You don't like release a video and then like immediately start a live stream right afterwards. Let everybody see your video and then, do a live stream later. And so all morning I was like, oh my gosh, I want to stream so bad, but it finally reached a breaking point where I had to. So here I am. Ryan Robinson, I don't want to leave my lunch break. XRP is pumping. I know, right? It's like, how often do we get to see this? I mean, look at this. This is back in November. This is 2 months. The only other time we saw this was just a week ago, right there. So it feels good to see that. Oh, likes. Yeah, I see everybody saying likes. Yeah, guys, if you could please like this video, I would appreciate it. The bullish CEO, what is my XRP target? Well, like I've said, I expect it to come right up in here into 25 to 27 cents, consolidate for maybe a month. That's the best thing for it for long term. If it flies right on through it, we'd probably be looking right up here around 40 cents. We'd be looking at, so this is the Fibonacci retracement on that. And this is where the big breakdown came from right here at this 0.702. So if we somehow just fly through this, I mean, sure, we'll find short-term resistances through here, but we would get up to 40 cents. And my best case scenario is that we don't actually do that because I think if we actually do that, we really are going to be looking at probably this target. So I'd be looking at something like this. If it just flies right on through here, but that $1.60 sounds great and all, but that would lead to a much longer bear market. So I actually am hoping that we get some more consolidation in this level right here, and then we can just get right on through all of this because a rejection right here sets us up for the likely scenario of this guy is that we're doing this, and we still got to go that way. Oh boy, I'm missing stuff. I'm missing stuff. Damien, 3. Thank you so much, Damien. And thanks to the mods. I see you guys doing what you're doing. I appreciate it. Should we buy more XRP right now for support? Stelios, I can't answer that for you, man. That's all on you. I was telling everybody, as I always mention, I'm not a financial advisor and this is not investment advice, and you should contact a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. But I was telling everybody to buy in, 17, 18, 19 cents, and that's when I was buying. I'm not buying anymore. I've got a really fat bag, and I'm just going to let that chill for a little while we kind of watch and see what's going on here. Let me get all of this garbage off here now. There we go. Back to that. Praxis Media Group, new subscriber to your channel. You're doing an awesome job. Thank you, Praxis Media Group. I really, really appreciate that. Let's see, PAU. We could see a 20, 30 cent run a day soon. Yeah, it's possible. What up, backer? This is getting exciting. I know it is exciting, and it's still exciting regardless of even if it gets stopped at 26 cents, just because it validates the scenario that we've been talking about for about 2 weeks. And I know sometimes people like to comment on my videos and say, "Hey, it's just kind of the same stuff that you're posting over and over again." Well, what happens when this price action gets so stuck, right? When we get in this consolidation and we get so stuck for weeks on end, you kind of run out of stuff to talk about. And I know I talk about the news and stuff sometimes, and that's not everybody's favorite stuff. But, as a content creator, I've got to kind of push the envelope in different directions and see what you guys think about it and what you like and what you don't like. And I do see your feedback. I can tell when you guys don't like some stuff. I can tell when you do like some stuff. And it's all about just kind of testing it out and figuring out what to do when price kind of stays stagnant for weeks on end. But it's real exciting when we finally get this, because now we can kind of celebrate for a minute, right? I mean, we all suffered through this together right here. But, we remained optimistic, and we knew what we were doing, and we just had to tough it out. Let's see, Stevie Ripple. I think I'm supposed to make you a mod, right? Here we go. Let's do this. Add as moderator. Got you, man. Master GG, 2 weeks from now will be $1. Mark my words. That anything's possible. Tigger, hey man, what exchange will you sell on? Hey, that's a great question. Now, yesterday and today, yesterday I was posting about how that Bittrex was going to be locking out U.S. customers who don't provide a social security number. And I wasn't advising that, like, you don't do that. That's up to you. I'm not a huge fan of Bittrex. Bittrex notoriously, like, I've highly suspected that Bittrex sells the order book information, the hidden stop losses informations to whales and to organizations, because how many times you see 1 second wicks that will go 20% just to go grab all the stop losses. It's an exchange that I've just never really been that big of a fan of. And I know that they had said that they were going to stop all trading and stop all withdrawing, all depositing, and that goes into effect today, I believe. So the exchange that I will be using is Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. And again, I'm not affiliated with Coinbase or Coinbase Pro. I have no type of sponsorship with them. But also, if you do use Coinbase, get yourself familiar with how to use Coinbase Pro. It's just all about transferring the assets from both of them. There's no fees moving it between them. And when you buy on Coinbase Pro and when you sell on Coinbase Pro, the fee is way less. Like on Coinbase, it's like 1.45% or something. And then on Coinbase Pro, it's only 0.5%. And that really adds up. And especially when we're talking about getting to like that exit strategy moment, if you've got like $100,000 or $1 million or something like that, 1% of all of that money would be a substantial amount. So I'd get yourself a little familiar with Coinbase Pro. Once again, not sponsored. How long do I think this bull market goes for? Well, we've looked into that before, and here we'll do this again. Every bull run with XRP, there's never been one that's lasted longer than 60 days. So once this thing gets going, that's why I'm always talking about having that plan ahead of time. Like, look how long this was. Oh, what happened to my chart? That was 18 days. 43 days. 70 days, depending on where you want to start it. You want to start it here, or do you want to start it when it really took off? It really took off right there, like 59 days or so, 58 days. And then this one right here, 23 days. So when a bull, so, it's nothing new to me to see all this negativity with XRP because that's just how it is. It's usually like, look how much time is spent in, you know, depression. Look how much time is spent in depression. Look how much time is spent in depression, and look how long the euphoria times are. They are super short. So there's no way to really know right now how long I think the bull run will be, but not long. I wouldn't imagine it being more than 90 days max once it finally does take off. Let's see. Have you noticed that Binance prices are slightly higher versus Coinbase? No, I haven't noticed that. There may be a lag in the data between Coinbase and TradingView. I'm not sure. I mean, if I had to choose an exchange too, like to pair up with Coinbase, it would probably be Binance US. Now, of course, I know that a lot of my audience is not from the United States, so I know I'm talking about United States stuff here, but yeah, it's just for the United States audience. All right, Samuel Down. Dude, you really think this is the big one? I think it could be just a fake out. I do believe that we are beginning the grind up. I do believe we are. And I will not be surprised if tomorrow or then the following few days after that, that we do have a dismissal of that case. It would be just perfect for that to happen at that time. But hey, we got 510 people in here. Guys, if you could please throw me a thumbs up, that would be awesome. You know, I do this a lot, but why not? Let's do it today. Do you guys want me to go into that again? So somebody just asked me, do I think that this is a fake out or do I think it's the real thing? Should I just cover it real fast? While I'm waiting for you guys to answer that, I'll start putting this stuff right here. Yeah, I just don't see why it would be a fake out. Not with everything we've looked at. So we've got the 95% pullbacks. We've got the same fractal. In the video that I posted, I think yesterday, the biggest trickery has been this whole thing, right? It's been like, well, if this is this ending fractal, well, why does it look the same? But then you have to say, okay, well, if we do the Fibonacci retracements on these, like down here, so we do Fibonacci on this, right? We can see how we top out with these 3 points, come down, consolidate at 0.702, then we slowly grind all the way down. And really this 0.236 is a point of interest before it finally capitulates to the very bottom. So consolidate 0.702, consolidate at 0.236, and then break down. And we look at this one. Same thing, 3 points, consolidate at the 0.702, the 0.236 is the place of interest, and then the breakdown. Now, if these are the same, then why would this look so different, right? Well, we have to measure it based off the percentages like we did last time in the Fibonacci. So when we stretch this out to look appropriate to match, doesn't look so ridiculous anymore, right? So yeah, I think that this likely is the beginning of the run. And so it's not just going to be based on the fractal, it's going to be based on this Fibonacci retracement of this fractal and the fact that we've had this 95% pull down in both bear markets. And we could see that over in the Bitcoin market cap when Bitcoin found its bottom. They were similar pullbacks for the two different bear markets. And hey, let's look at Bitcoin real fast. Gosh, I know I'm ignoring chat right now. I'm not really ignoring you guys. I'm just kind of excited trying to go through this stuff live as it's happening. Let's do it over here. Look at that. What is going on there? So we'll have to see, right? We don't have really enough information, but you know, a confirmation of this being a bull flag breakout, I would suspect that this will likely get up to somewhere around there. Needs to come back, test this as support, then it can start grinding like that. So I don't think this will last forever, and it's going to have to come back and prove to itself that this was a bull flag, test it, and then it can go. All right, sorry I missed a lot of the chat. Did I miss anything? Here we go, back to the chat. Hey BB, do you keep your XRP on Coinbase or do you use offline storage? I use offline storage. Bull run to 15 or 55. Yeah, we don't have enough information to know that. And if you go back and watch the Ripple XRP, what is it? What's it called? Ripple XRP 2020 price prediction. I go through all the different scenarios in there. Trust me, if you guys are subscribed to this channel or if you're following me when all that stuff, when we really start to grind, I will be giving a very good opinion. And we'll get a lot more information as the time plays out. You know, right now we don't even know if we're going to break past $1.50 to $1.70. So we have so much more information that we need on the chart. Let's go back to XRP. Really, the biggest thing that has to tell us some information is what's going to happen right there. You know, like I said, I expect us to come up here into this 26 to 25 range, consolidate in here and break out. But really, this zone right here is going to tell us the most. Either it's going to treat this like butter and just cut through it like a butter knife, or it's going to find some serious resistance there. If it finds very serious resistance here, I think that the likely scenario is the $1.50. So we want to see this get crushed through when the time comes, and consolidating here to get some momentum and then plowing through it's the best way to go. Heavy fundamentals tomorrow with regulations. Right. So that's going to play a big part in all of it. Right. So uh, this scenario seems the most likely to me. This is the one that seems the most likely. Especially if we're about to get the news drop tomorrow that XRP is not a security or that the lawsuit has been dropped, that seems the more likely scenario rather than the $1.50 scenario. Dr. Fart. What an awesome channel. You do a fantastic job. Well, thank you so much. Chris Parrish. Banks buy ahead of news. Once the news is out, it's too late. That is probably one of the best comments I've seen in a while. It's exactly right. Once they've got their positions made, they release the news for us. Alpha One, yo, what's up, bro? Okay. What is the best software wallet? Oh, that's up to anybody. I do use the Nano Ledger. All right, so let's see if there's any type of, let's see what's going on over here. Take a look at all this. Man, it has been so long. Congratulations to everybody here, right? I mean, obviously this is not anything big. Like, I mean, really, I mean, we look at how long this thing was and we're just in this, but the momentum has changed in a different direction, right? It has reversed. We have multiple steps in the upward direction now, so congratulations. All right, yeah, I had to. Sorry, Arter, man, I gotta block you, bro. It's spamming it out. All right. 266 likes and 620 watching. Like the stream, guys and gals. I agree, please. But hey, guys, give me some questions, y'all. What do you want to know? I can go through all this same stuff over again, but it seems like we're kind of repeating. Um, I'm not really going to go into these other things, but boy, we can take a look at them. I'll just go through them really fast. These are reversals, guys. These are reversals for sure. Total 2, looking like awesome. Looking like awesome. Man, I hope you guys have watched those videos on um, the Wall Street cheat sheet that I've done. Look at that thing. It's not even a question at this point on whether or not it did it. The Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle. It did it identically. Add some hype music. Man, I've been thinking about that, but I don't know what would get me triggered for like a copyright issue on YouTube. I know if you were like on Twitch or something, it doesn't really matter like when you're live. But I think on YouTube it might matter. I really don't know. And no, I don't stream on Twitch, but I've talked about it before that my wife has. She used to do it. Let's see. Brave Rifles. BB, love your channel. Do you need a paid version of CoinTrader to do the fractal copies? I don't think so. Guys, it's really easy to do these CoinTrader, or to do these fractal copies. So first of all, look over here on the left side of your screen. You're going to see this is the long position. So this is how you enter when you want to make a trade. But if you click right here on this little arrow, come down to the bars pattern. And there you go. You got it. That is as simple as that, and I would not think that you need a paid version to do that. Let's see. Bitcoin has broken its major downtrend while XRP hasn't. Yeah, but if you go back and you look at XRP, over this, oh, come on. Come on. There we go. It's never going to do like a simple channel thing. That's just not how it works. It's stair steps, and when it steps the stairs, it takes the elevator up. BB, great. Okay, Carl Wagner, BB, great analysis. I would love for you to be correct. Lawsuit in Davos should give reality to a serious pump now. Yeah, no, I think, man, I talk about this. There's times where news gets planted perfectly on time. Like oh boy, there goes my dog. Okay. Hey, bud. Hey, bud, let's chill out. Okay. Sorry about that. It's a big old dog. Okay. Lost track of thought when that dog started going nuts. Okay, that news, sometimes they like to take credit for things, right? Like the technicals will be perfect for something and it's going to pump no matter what, but then news will get planted at just the right time in order for the news to be the thing to take the credit for it. But when you look at stuff like this, right? You get this oversold. You get the bullish divergencies, or just when you get drawn down so far, especially when you have this 95%, 95%, and then plant some news at the right time and take all the credit for it, right? Did I see Brad Garlinghouse's tweet? No, I didn't. Let's go over to Twitter. Oh, no, I don't see anything going on over there. Flash forward 2 years, we are selling drinks on a Bermuda beach. Oh man, 2 years. You would think we're gravy within 2 years, no doubt. How do you view logarithmic on TradingView? Hey, no problem. Down here on the right corner of your screen, you'll see the word log. This is non-log. Hit log. There you go. Brave Rifles. BB, you were amazing. Thanks for showing the fractal copy. I didn't know the menus buttons toggled. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so if you ever just only use the stuff over here while you're missing a bunch of stuff, hit that little arrow right there, and there's a whole arsenal of other stuff in there. Now, I don't use most of it because it's so like, I know some people like to use like a GAN fan. Good luck with this thing. So I don't use most of the stuff in here. You know, pitchfork. Man, I always love to try to play with the pitchfork to try to make it work because I'm like, oh, one day it's gonna work and it's gonna all make perfect sense. And I could just never make it like perfect. And then I'm like, okay, well, do I have this right? Maybe it goes like this. And then I kind of play with it a little bit, and it's like, oh, well, wait a minute. If it touches right there and it touches right there and there, maybe that's it. But, I've seen these things fall apart and break down so many times you never really know. But yeah, the fractal copy thing, it's going to look like this. Click on this, go to bars pattern. There you go. Mr. Killjoy. Let's everyone asking about price predictions. He has multiple awesome videos on them. Well, I guess we can run through it again. I do it on videos. If we kind of run out of stuff to talk about, I can do the price predictions. But in the end, there's 4 or 5 specific targets, and I can tell you right here in this whole zone, I won't be selling anything whatsoever. This thing could fire up $1 today, and I wouldn't sell any of it. Jeremy Wanch, thank you for keeping us strong in hodl. Yeah, man. That's what we had to do. Gosh, man, this was just this right here. Man, I haven't seen the XRP community turn like that in a long time. Seriously, I haven't seen it like that since back here. And ironically, it's the exact same price level that it was that bad. How do you do the fibs on TradingView? Sure, right here, you're going to see this pitchfork. Go over here, go to fib retracement. There you go. I don't think they will say whether XRP is a security or not tomorrow. They'll just state that the case isn't valid because it was filed too late beyond the 2-year cutoff period of an initial offering for Moorish Prince C7. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible, but maybe we do get something. Who knows? But either way, the case being dropped, and come on. Gosh, don't you guys find that weird? Don't you find it so weird that that could get time to occur where it did? That could get time to happen right there. If that case gets dropped tomorrow, man, I tell you, it's not the first time I see that kind of stuff. I see that kind of stuff all the time. Not just in, cryptocurrencies, in the stock market especially. It's ludicrous. Let's see, from Zeldor. BB, do you see a short-term pullback for another opportunity to buy? Yeah, for sure. If this thing does reach out to that 26 cent area, 27 cents, I would expect it'll pull back a little bit. You know, it, I wouldn't necessarily. Okay, first of all, like I said earlier, I've got a lot more. There's 643 people in here right now. I don't know how many were in here 20 minutes ago. Um, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not investment advice. But okay, so I don't know if I would be buying right here. You could probably buy again at this exact same price later, but the confirmation you could at least wait for is at least wait for it to get there and then pull back. I would expect if we do get up into this range that we would have a pullback that would look something like that. And that would give you a second buying opportunity. I never really ever, I never buy into a big green candle like that. the only thing a big green candle can typically do is come down. Now this thing could just go ahead and do another big pump, and that would be awesome because then we get to our confirmation zone. But then I would expect a pullback back down to here, and then a 1 month long consolidation. I wouldn't be FOMOing it right now. Do you think the lawsuit was made to avoid retail people? To avoid retail people to get into XRP, a distraction? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, don't you find it weird how there's so many people who just straight up hate Ripple and hate XRP? It is crazy to me. Like, how can you have such a it's almost like a sports team. It's almost like politics, isn't it? And it kind of gives you insight into how people are with politics. It doesn't matter how valid of a point you can bring, no matter what side they're on, they're stuck. They're not moving, they're not budging, they're on their side. You can't do anything about it. Is this a good spot to buy if you don't have any XRP yet? Well, I mean, the price is only 23 cents, so maybe, but it depends on your time preference. If you're the type of person who would get scared because you would lose 20% tomorrow and then you would sell because you lost 20%, and I don't know. I was a huge avid for buying in the 19 cent, 18 cent, 17 cent region. Right now, we have to wait for more information for buying, in my opinion. So it's kind of just like a celebration for those who hopped on the ride and we're moving up. We're going up. Nice conspiracy theory, bro. I know. I know, man. It just changes to the tinfoil hat club. Yeah, Dash and Monero. Yeah, the privacy coins are I mean, really, it's not even just private. Like over the last week, so I keep an eye on all of them, right? Like when for me to judge the market, I can't just sit there and stare at XRP to do technical analysis. I have to look at the whole market, and that because that's just how it's been. I mean, we all talk about how XRP is going to have its own utility and go on its own surge on its own, and that very well is true. I do believe that could happen, but for the time being, we're following the market. So I look at the market a lot. And lately, it's been those privacy coins that have really had the biggest bump. Dash, Zcash, Monero, they've really been going. I mean, what is that on Dash? 140%. But it's been like that for all of them. So wow. What a green day. What a green day. Here we go. We're back up to 24. Oh, here we go, guys. Y'all ready? Here we go. We'll keep an eye on it. It might find some consolidation here, but let's see what happens. I started buying at 53 cent USD and still have all my XRP. Seeking big catches. Good deal, man. You'll be all right. James C. I'm thinking the all-time high is probably a good time to sell for consolidation and buy the pullback. Uh, it's not a terrible strategy. I'm not going to particularly do that. I have different targets, but like, look, I mean, you can go look at 100 charts and you'll see that that's not a terrible strategy. So I'm not going to say you're wrong. That is very common. Okay. Wandam, do you think that $100 price point is real for XRP? Now it may be a psychological price point. If it ever got that high, I can tell you I'm always straightforward with you guys. Most of my XRP would be sold before we got to $100, and I don't know if $100 would actually be a target that I would actually be selling at. I would, most of my stuff, yeah, I would sell. I've got several different price points. Go watch that Ripple XRP price prediction 2020 video to get a real idea of the prices that I have. $100 is never in there from a technical standpoint. It's not a point on the charts. There's no particular resistance level there based on Fibonacci's or extensions. So I don't have that as a particular target. But from a psychological target, 100 is a big deal, right? How many people are going to be saying, I just want it for 100 and I'll get out and I'll be happy? Agree. Stevie Ripple, I know a guy who bought in at 340. He hates XRP and won't buy more at these prices. Crazy, gonna get wrecked twice. Well, I mean, that's just normal retail behavior. It's normal. Look at the behavior of so much retail when we were down there below 20 cents. And you got to remember that. So a lot of people got drawn in during that time when it was at $2 and $3. I think a lot of people still in this that were drawn in at that time. And you don't remember what it was like prior to that. And prior to that, it was this bad. I mean, it really was this bad. This isn't new. And we got to witness what it was like to be in it this bad and then watch it just change practically overnight. I mean, right? We did that. How long was this thing? We just did this. We said this was like 40 days or something. Let's measure that again. This was like, this happened so fast. 24 days. From 24 days, we went from XRP is the biggest S coin in the world, and everybody dump your XRP. It's stupid because everything else is flying. Why would you be so naive and dumb to hold XRP? We went from that to CNBC teaching audiences how to buy XRP at over $3. I mean, that happened in 24 days. So we can have that happen again. And so since we don't have that moment right now where CNBC is telling people to buy, we're cool. You have to wait till all the big names are on TV, right? Once all the big celebrities are finally telling you to buy, and pay attention to that, man. I talk about that all the time, just the news and how it's misleading. There are people who work for these news networks that are FUD, 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 FUD. And the second you see those people turn bullish and say buy, watch your back. Watch your back. Don't trust it. Reassess. Make sure your technical measurements are right and what you're doing is right, because there's a reason why suddenly this person who was telling you not to buy when it was low is telling you to buy when it's high. $690 viewers with 368 likes. Could you guys throw up some thumbs up? Qui LaRue. My husband dreamt last night that XRP went to $1,000 and I wouldn't sell. Oh man. I'd be out. I could probably say that I would be out 100% by $1,000. But like I talk about, right, guys, it's $1.50, $13, $55. Those are the major targets. Anything beyond that, it's nothing you could ever technically draw out. You could not forecast anything higher than that. You would just, I don't know what you'd do at that point. The only other, I think we measured some ridiculous stuff, but like remember that 580, and if you take a look at the XRP rich list and how many people would be satisfied to become a millionaire, that $500 price point satisfies that biggest pool of people. So it's not a surprise that that price target is so popular amongst YouTube and Twitter and Riddlers and that stuff. It's because there's so many people in that bucket of people who would become rich at 500. So is it a realistic target? I think it satisfies the dreams for a lot of people. The real things that I look at are a buck 50, $13 and 55, and then go back and watch my other videos to see how we got to those. And hey, if this thing slows down and we run out of questions, I'll probably just end up doing it here in this live stream. Christian Booley, 2017 did the same thing you're experiencing right now for weeks at a time. You guys are stoked on a small move. You're going to lose your minds when it moves like this for weeks on end. Right. Well, I think the excitement right now is not so much of the percentage move or just anything. I think it's exciting that we've been in this for 8 months. It's exciting to see a potential reversal. And with all the measurements that we've done, it seems like it is a reversal. Ian Atherton, just take out double your investment and ride the train, right? So you're talking about taking profits at a point where you can take out double what you originally invested in, right? So like when I make all these different price targets that I make, I have different goals and percentages that I want to sell, and that may be something that people want to do. Set a target to where you can satisfy covering your initial investment or doubling your initial investment and still being able to keep 80% of what you got and letting it ride all the way. Daniel Perry, nothing above $30 will ever happen, in my opinion, for XRP. I'll be selling the majority of mine at $7 to $10. Well, you know what? I think if it's totally possible it does go above 30, but man, I'm pretty sure you would live a pretty happy life selling everything from $7 to $10. I can't argue with somebody wanting to do that because you'd be sitting pretty good. Bitcoin dominance is less now. Yeah, let's go check that out. Ooh, I haven't looked in a few days. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, we've got 731 people in here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I don't know how many people are my subscribers, but oh wow. Guys, how many times do we talk about the 0.702 retrace? And on the Bitcoin dominance, we have the crash, we have the retrace, and look at this thing. Oh my. Okay, let's look back. Let's look back over here, right? So here we go, copying that bars pattern. Take it off log. There we go. So obviously timing doesn't match up, as we talk about. Timing usually doesn't. But it comes down, pops up, comes down. This could be the beginning. We'll see. I mean, if it breaks below, let me clear it all out. If it breaks below here, holy moly. DNB, best channel on YouTube for technical analysis. Learned so much here. Thank you. Oh man, thank you so much. That's so kind. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, I just try to share what I do. And I've talked about this. I always say that. I need to stop saying that. I've talked about this before. Uh, yeah, I spent 2 years sitting here doing this, working from home, having my own business, and just sitting at home. I don't have to work on my company very much. I started it about 5 years ago. It was a lot of work in the beginning, but now it's kind of a thing that only takes maybe about 10 hours of my week for me to work on and keep an eye on, make sure things are right, sending emails, doing that kind of stuff. And so I've been able to spend the last 2 years really just staring at charts a whole lot and doing a lot of technical analysis, figuring out, just recognizing things that are happening. And I I thought, man, I'm just gonna make some YouTube content on all of it and just see if it takes off at all. And sure enough, so many people like it, and man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful you guys like it. So Jared Anderson, I know exactly what's happening. Utility is happening. Whether that's enough utility to affect prices is the question. We are still in crawl. It could take years to enough volume and utility to bring up the price. Well, we're definitely seeing some utility for XRP. Whether or not that any of that's being reflected in the charts is speculative. I doubt it. I doubt we're seeing any reflection of utility in the charts yet. But one day we will. Fear and greed index, I think last time I checked it, it was at a 60 or something, which it's in the barely just out of neutral into greed, which is expected. We expect that. That's a good sign. When we get into extreme, when we stay in greed for an extended period of time, and then we get into extreme greed and we stay in extreme greed for an extended period of time, that's when we need to be worried. Just like how we were in fear for 6 months and went to extreme fear and back to extreme fear and continued the downtrend, we'll expect that for greed as well. Repeat your price targets. All right, fine. Let's do it. Let's do it. Got a lot of people in here. Let's show it off. All right, we'll put it back in the log scale. All right, first things first. How could you have ever predicted this top right here? A lot of people have seen this, a lot of people haven't, but how would you ever have predicted that top right there? Well, you got to use Fibonacci's. Okay, so there's different ways to measure Fibonacci's and to measure moves, and especially when you break above a new all-time high, you can get caught in the trap of coming up with completely ridiculous price targets and never having anything measuring, and you can say this thing's going to $500 right here, right? But you never would have caught that it actually needed to stop here or here. Now, I still have yet to figure out how you could have measured. I did measure it, man, because it was crazy when it was happening live. I remember when it was happening live and we were in the threes, it was time to get out. But, that was 2.5, 3 years ago, right? What is it, 2 years ago now? Okay, but anyway. All right, so the way we measure tops, when we break into new all-time highs, first things first, we have to take a look at this right here. So we have to assume that, let's step back. All right. We've had a 95% drawdown in this market, right? So with this 95% drawdown, we've had no retracement at any point. So it's been really easy for me to remain super bullish when we've had no retracement yet, because we have to at least at a minimum have a retracement, which would take it up to maybe about right here. So take a look at, let me get so we can all see that 95% pull down, 95% pull down. Very good. Let's move on. So when a retracement happens, it usually needs to come up and hit some of these Fibonacci levels before it comes down. Now we could see that over on Bitcoin. Bitcoin repeated exactly like right here. So this is, see right here? This is the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement. And that's right at the Bitcoin block halving right here. 0.618 Fibonacci retrace. It's very common to come up to this 0.618 or 0.702 to have as a retracement before you do reconsolidation and start a whole new cycle. So sometimes when you bounce off the bottom, you're not actually starting a new cycle yet. You're just retracing the bear market. So we have to assume that that can still be in the cards for XRP right now, because we've done that in the past. We had our retracement and then the longer consolidation, and then we finally broke out. So since we haven't even had any type of retracement yet in this market, is that still in play, or are we going to keep going? Now, so obviously we couldn't predict based off of this, but look at this measured move right here. We placed the 0.236 on top of this move right here, and it actually just happens to pinpoint take us right there. But so, okay, so now we've got to say, all right, so what are we going to do? We're going to do some kind of a retrace. Well, let's measure the retrace of the previous move. So we come over here and do the retrace, and the retrace takes us to just above the 0.236. Actually, it's going to be a little bit higher. There we go, just above the 0.382. So we're going to do that over here. 0.382, which is right about there. So first target would be about $1.70, and that's going to be if we only do a retrace of this market, and then we can continue a couple more years of bear market before we finally get this, right? Okay, so that's one scenario. And then what would happen, right? So then we were able to measure the next move based on that, right? So if we measure that move, somewhere around right there, take us up to about $27, $28. And we've talked about that, and obviously I'm just breezing through it right now because I'm doing a live stream, but I have this stuff really well thought out and articulated in a good way on the videos that I put together, when I can edit them and reshoot them and give you a good video. Otherwise, when you measure it out, you look at the other targets, which would be, this is the coin trader. Let's go back to here. We're going to do it over on trading view because coin trader has a different target. There we go. This is the most likely target to me, right about $13. Beyond that, the next target is 55. So the most important thing is that we watch that it breaks up and it gets to about $1.70, $1.60. If it gets beyond that, I would expect us to get all the way up to $13. If it gets beyond $13, the next target's going to be what we had just shown, which is going to be right around $27. And if we get through $27, we go to 55. Now, the only other target we can come up with, and man, you got to go back into my other videos and watch. There is like a $200 price target in there, but if you want to come up with the ludicrous numbers, if you need to have that 500 plus target, how do we come up with it? We come up with it like this, I think, right? So we do this, and then we measure beyond this point right here. It went up like 700 or 800%. We do the same thing here. We get to the top. We come up another 700 and 800%. Mind you, I don't really believe in this at all. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's your 589. That's the only way you can come up with it. And like I talk about, look, I think the reason that price target has so much interest around it is due to the number of people that would be satisfied and become millionaires at that price. I don't think with how many on the XRP rich list and how many people own own XRP, if it doesn't get that high, it won't make them millionaires. So everybody wants that price so they can become millionaires. But I would never have the expectation in any way that price is obtainable or ever going to happen. If the best thing you can do for yourself, again, not a financial advisor, is to just go ahead and take profits along the way. Have your targets pre-picked out way ahead of time. As we've shown in the past over and over again, this thing takes off, like crazy. The bull markets don't last long. The bear markets are very long, but the bull markets are super short. They're just super duper duper short. And the bear markets are incredibly long. So if you haven't felt FOMO before, now if the only FOMO you've ever felt is buying up here, and then you haven't really felt the FOMO yet. So, when this thing takes off, you have to kind of have those pre-planned targets picked out on where you're getting out. But man, I have ignored the chat for quite a while, just rambling. But geez, 825 people. This is nuts. 460 likes. Could you guys give me a thumbs up, please? Where do you think the next point of resistance is? Oh, we've gone into that several times, but it's going to be good. Now we can move on from that. All right. We're looking at around 26 to 27 cents. Next point of resistance. I'll be even happy with 100 USD XRP. I think everybody would be happy. XRP in my pants, $1.70 by March 1st-ish. Totally possible. Totally possible. So you have to have a plan ahead of time. Are you going to do anything at $1.70? Anybody? You going to do anything? All right. Trying to find some stuff to talk about, guys. Looking through the chat here, I know I've missed so much of it, but hey, we are about to break the record. Here we go. The first live stream was like 16 minutes. The second one was an hour and 1 minute. And hey, we're about to break it again. So let's take a look. I guess we'll kind of start getting near the end here. So let's take a look. Congratulations, guys. Just like a green market day, a really green market day. What an incredible thing. Look at this on the short time frame. Man, it is really trying, isn't it? Let's check it out on Coinbase. Stuart McCluskey. BCB, love your videos. Simple, down to earth, no BS. Look at what you see. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Ariel, I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Some people claim that TA doesn't apply to the crypto market because of volatility, speculation, and whatnot. What's your take on this? Tell those people to go into my channel and see how we've measured out every single bull market in the past, and it absolutely, without question, applies. No doubt. TA is very real. Mario, you are awesome. Love your transparency and being realistic. I appreciate your time breaking things down. Absolutely. Thank you so much. How much XRP do you have? You will never know. It's kind of like asking how much money somebody has in their bank account, you know. Eh, it's for me to know. What's your Bitcoin exit strategy? My main targets are $80,000 Bitcoin and $300,000 Bitcoin. Will this be the last bull run? If these patterns repeat, wouldn't we be at unbelievable high prices like our 10 or 20 years? Okay, yeah, there's a case for that. There's a case that this is the last bull run. I could see it. Do I think it will pull back at all or consolidate again? Well, that depends on what time frame you're talking about. If we're talking about this ridiculously small 5-minute chart that we're looking at, then yeah, it's gonna pull back. You know, even if we fire up to here, which I expect it to, I expect more consolidating. Could this price action be buy the rumor and sell the news about tomorrow? No, I don't think so because people have known about this for a long time, right? This has been going on for quite a while. And if the XRP lawsuit, I don't see how it would impact the whole market. And not only, I mean, Bitcoin's its own thing, right? Bitcoin broke out. I mean, if you guys haven't seen that yet, that's a breakout. Let's see. Blagger 56. Blockchain backer. If it hits $1.70, I can easily retire by selling a fifth of my holdings, would replace my current salary for the next 5 years, so I can easily wait for the next bear run to end. There you go. See, everybody's got to have their own plan. Don't forget to like, guys. Stevie Ripple, man, you are a great mod. Yeah, guys, please like this video. Like this live stream. Price prediction for end of year 2020. I've got 2 videos on it. Guys, go watch it. It is ridiculous that the fractals and everything they line up to occur in 2020. Now, I won't get into it. Ridiculous. John McAfee's predictions. Let's see. There's no way this is going to be the last ball run. Market cycles, people. Once we top it, expected a standard 95% correction and longer bear market. Then again, off to the races. It's always possible, for sure. For the crown, stumbled across your channel. Great work with the info, and I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us. You're welcome. Thank you guys for the support. Thanks for watching. I cannot believe there's 842 people in here. I sound like I'm chill. I'm not chill. I'm tripping. This is crazy. What percentage would you release for $1.70? Yeah, I'll tell you that. I won't give you an exact number, but it would be less than 10%. Okay? So it's somewhere, I don't have to look at it again. I don't have it right in front of me, but it would be around 10% or less at $1.70. So yeah, it looks like Bitcoin looking gravy. Expect another jump. Let's see. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate that. Okay, this is a good question, and it's going to require a speculative answer, but here we go. XRP all day. Do you think Ripple will take advantage of a bull run and start settling higher value transactions, thus sustaining a higher price for XRP? Okay, wait, I thought the question was going to be different. Taking advantage of a bull run to start settling higher value transactions, thus sustaining a higher price for XRP. Right, so let's see. It would be a great opportunity to prove what it can do, right? So once there's extremely high volume from the retail side, and money flowing through, then they can settle those higher transactions, right? So how are you going to send 40, $50 million in an instant across the world when there's not 50 million dollars of volume in that minute period of time? So we need to see that higher volume in order to do it. So I do think that, if I was Ripple and I wanted to prove, hey, look how fast we can send this huge amount of money, I would do it during a bull run. Stevie Ripple, thank you. Oh, we got stuff coming through. JRW888, keep it up. Thank you so much. And Jack Black, never stop making your videos with the donations. Thank you guys. Thank you both. I really greatly appreciate it. It's very kind. Why is it crazy to think that XRP will not break Bitcoin process once it is fully implemented? Why is it crazy? Why is it crazy? I'm not sure I understand that. When the bull runs start, this channel will be lit. I hope so. That would be cool, man. I am. It's quite crazy how many people are here during this bear market. It's quite crazy. Wow, I can't believe that MBL. That's pretty wild. That it just feels unreal. It feels unreal. I was just a guy who loved to watch the videos not too long ago. Through this whole bear market. So through this whole bear market, a lot of things that even though I was doing all the technical analysis and I knew what was going on, at the same point we all have emotions, right? We're all people. We all have emotions and we all get worried and we all get, you watch your investment lose 20% in a day and you just kind of take it on the chin, man, and you just ugh. And it became a very normal routine for me that, like, man, you need to like exercise every day. You need to take care of yourself. You need to watch videos. You need to just keep the routine. And part of my daily routine was getting on my treadmill every single morning for an hour. And on my smart TV, I had YouTube on there and I had my favorite people. And I watched The Digital Asset Investor. I watched Modern Investor, Green Eggs and Ham, or, To the Lifeboats. To the Lifeboats is without a doubt like that's A+ material right now. If you aren't following To the Lifeboats, go follow that guy. Um, but I watched all those videos every single day, and it was the thing that kind of just kept you going, right? And I was like, if I'm gonna make a video and make videos, and I'm gonna show the things that I see, that's what I want. I want my audience to feel that, I do provide data in a very realistic way, but I also try to maintain a positive attitude about it. But I don't try to set unrealistic BS. Yeah, we do show some really crazy price targets, but I do show you how they mathematically work out. And I do tell you that I don't have a time for it. I don't know how long it will take. There's no way to tell and no way to predict the time. So, yeah. But yeah, man, it's been crazy that it's gotten this big, and I'm really grateful for all the support. And Levi Sutton with $2. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's really kind. Thank you very much, Levi. What's Julius Crummer? What's the reason for the price jump? Oh, it's very simple. It's technical. It's just a technical reason. That's it. It was oversold. No, but for real, I'm not mocking you or anything. No, really, the thing is, there's going to be news that comes out. There's going to be people trying to take credit for all of this and drop some kind of news story. And in the end, it's just that the market has been oversold and we've done the 95% correction. That's it. We're bouncing. We're, potentially reversing. Stevie Ripple 48.99 just to say thanks, man. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Gosh, man, thank you. What? And then Logan Hugh with $2. Notice me said pay XRP to the moon. Jeez. And then Alec Winter, Ripple sign exclusive deal with MoneyGram. Yeah, $1.99. My goodness, you guys, thank you. Wow, Stevie, I'm just blown back by that. Thank you so much. And the two of you, Logan and Alec, thank you guys so much. Crazy. Man, I'm shocked by that one. Okay, thank you. Jeez. All right. Kane Contrarell, your live streams are already out the gates. And to remember your shock and joy at seeing 400 people in your chat. You've timed the stream perfect. Yeah, I know. It kind of worked out. I got too excited. I've always talked about I wanted to do it when we were getting some price action, really, and that's kind of that's the best time to do a stream, especially for TA, because you get to show that something is actually changing on this chart. Because I've spent 2 weeks talking about the same stuff, and finally we get some action, and we can all like look at it live while the price is moving. So yeah, no kidding. 800 people in here. It is still just as trippy. It's wild. Whew. Let's see, Bruno talking about the Bitcoin chart and bearish divergence. I'll have to take a look at that in a minute. Stevie Ripple, come on, guys, don't forget that like button. Yes, please, 778 people, 576 likes. We've got more people than likes. Oh, my objective exclusion, 499. Geez, with no message? Come on. But thank you. Thank you so much. XRP hitting $1 soon. We'll see. We'll see. I can't decide. Am I buying XRP here? I don't currently have any, but I don't want to waste money on FOMO. Yeah, that I know, Michael. That's a good question. It's a good question for people who are curious on what to do. Guys, I never ever do anything on the 5-minute time frame. I'm just showing you it because we're moving at large percentages on that chart, but don't ever trade the 5-minute chart ever. Okay. PewDiePie better be worried. BCB coming for top spot. Oh man. Watch out. King Blue XRP. Love your channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. FOMO the like button. Yes. Yes. If you're scared to hit the buy button today, you can at least hit the thumbs up button. Cleo Lauren, 2:18 a.m. here, but I can't stop watching. Don't want to miss anything. I know. I know exactly how it is. It's been so long since we've had something like this. It feels so good. Like, all that matters to me is that we get up to 26 cents, right? If it gets rejected there and it hangs out there, dude, that's totally fine. We've been talking about that, and in tomorrow's video, I'll reiterate it again, and everybody can say, hey, you talk about the same stuff over again. And I'll be like, look, it's just important. We have to remember this. Fiat leak is going ballistic with 4 million trades a minute. Interesting. If it hits a dollar, I'll buy myself an ice cream. Hey, dude, that's great. Save your money. Paul Trejo. I hope I Trejo. It's definitely not Trejo, I don't think. Why is everything going up on Coinbase? It's just the market's just been in this, prolonged bear market. It pulled down. You know, man, it really is the darn magic of the .702, guys. I mean, it just works everywhere. It's ludicrous. I don't know why it's and here, let me give you guys a little tutorial. Wait, I gotta address that. Oh, I gotta address this stuff. Hold on. RB, small donation from an old gangster from 2016. I'm just kidding. It's original gangster, I know. Who also visited Swell in 2019 for the best TA guy in crypto. Greetings from, I guess that's Austria. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That's too kind. Appreciate my original gangsters. Thank you. And then Moonshot 2020. When Moon Liechtenstein, but people in Liechtenstein are going where? Well, their property values will probably be going up when everybody goes there. Okay. Wow, this thing is crazy. Moonshot 2020. Thank you. RB. Thank you. I'm very appreciative and grateful. Thank you. Good work, man, Johnny. Thank you. Adrian, time to buy. It's up to you. That's your decision. There's a big green candle. If you buy big green candles, go for it. I don't. I don't buy them. Oh, come on. Look at this consolidation. Are you ready? Are you ready? You know what? We're not ending this live stream until we get something. Okay. We'll end this live stream when we get above there. Let's make this a little cleaner, more aesthetically pleasing for the stream at least, huh? Above there. Here, let me show you guys the rotated rectangle if you don't know. Whoa, look at that. We'll change it to green. We'll change the transparency. And there we go. So hopefully we get up here. Once we get up here and we get going into that 26 stuff, then we could talk about ending the stream, but we're not ending it until we get there. XRP OG. Did someone say OG? Hey, what's going on? Oh, I hope I didn't miss stuff. Here we go. The Ruticals. Half my coworkers are not working. They're just watching the price charts. Yeah, I know. I think we're all watching, highly anticipating something, which we've already gotten so much today. It's easy to get greedy, right? Like, oh, I got 20%. I want more. Or with XRP, 14%. That's it. We want more. Why is 26 important from Samuel Down? Okay, I'll have to get into that again a little bit later. I kind of just addressed a lot of that stuff, but 26 cents is the place we expect some serious consolidation between 26 and 27, somewhere around there. So anywhere from about 25.5 to 27.5 in that range, we do expect um, extended consolidation for, I don't know, weeks maybe, but we don't know. Time's impossible. But if I had to make my best guess, that's what I would guess. From Boo of 229, thank you so much. What is your advice? Manager candle or chart pattern? I'm not sure if I've heard of manager candle before. Or chart, I mean, chart pattern. Yeah, I mean, there's a million different patterns, but patterns are okay, but patterns can trick you too. I mean, the market makers know where to put patterns and how to trick you on patterns. That's why price levels are always so important to me, and whether or not the markets are oversold or not. Okay, RB, blockchain backer. When I asked Brad at Swell, what is your excitement level in XRP from 1 to 10? He said 11. This is all I wanted to know. Use cases will come soon. That's great. And I appreciate you saying that because you phrased your question of, what's your excitement? Not you didn't phrase your question as what is your excitement level in Ripple? You phrased it, what is your excitement level in XRP? So thank you. And thanks for asking that question and thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. So we've got 807 people in here with 613 likes. Please hit the like button. Jash Styles, good afternoon. I've been following your videos. Thank you and welcome, Jash. BB, you think we'll see more downside? This might be the start of a new cycle. I I do think we'll see consolidation. It's hard for me to answer that question without us at least getting to 26 cents. Let's get to 26, and then I can say, hey, I think we're just going to consolidate for a little while. That's what I would think, but we need to get there. If we do something where we just kind of turn on ourselves right now and do something like that, well, hey, we got to reassess. But right now, let's get this breakout, right? Let's get this breakout. Let's get up to 26, 27. Time to drink some coffee. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. I'm missing stuff. Hold on. Oh my. Stack and Zerps. Love your channel, BCB. Appreciate your insights. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this, guys. This is incredible. Stack and Zerps. Thank you. Thank you. I need to catch up. Oh, wow. Okay. The Crypto Dracula Ron 2222. I don't know what a Ron is. I'm like, oh man, I'm a naive. Let me see if I can convert it. A Romanian leu. Okay, thank you so much. Sweet. The karmic rewards from Bucharest, Romania. Well, I could have just read your note and I would have figured that out instead of going to Google. Thank you. Thank you, the Crypto Dracula. And then Rob Willix. Hey, Rob. Tip for your good work. Greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you so much. Oh, man, I want to go to the Netherlands. I've been invited to the Netherlands recently. Hey, Bulls, hook me up with some food. Oh, no, no, no. Let's get you out of here. And gone. Sorry, guys. If y'all drop any type of addresses in there, I got to get you out because I don't know if you're a scammer. All right. What you doing? And who knows? This could consolidate for a while. I mean, I may be making a bad choice to say, hey, we have to have a breakout one way or another. But what did I say? I said we can't end it until we at least break out. There, right? We at least need some type of price action movement. In your opinion, are we getting to 26 today? I don't have an answer for you. I'm sorry. I can't predict the time. I mean, it could take 3 days, 1 day, 10 seconds. I don't know. Coinbase has crashed globally. Loads of people are complaining on Twitter. No kidding. So people can't even buy right now. That's how high the volume is, guys. What? Cool. But you know what's cool is if you've been following this channel and you were buying at the right time, then you don't even care. Let's see. He says, sleep the sheep. You think we'll run consolidation between 26 and 27 for the next few weeks? Yes, I do. Now I think the top side of it is 26 or 27. It could dip down, in the 23s, 24s, 25s. I don't know. I'll assess that. If we hit this 26 today, I'll start diving in tomorrow. And when I post a video tomorrow, I'll dive deeper into what I think the next few weeks will look like, or at least the consolidation pattern I'm looking for. It may not do that. It may blast through, but I'll present those different arguments and those different potential setups. Man, so this Coinbase thing's like a real deal, huh? I can get on Coinbase. What was the beginning like before the bull run? Just in here, is there anybody in here that was in the market right here before this happened? So like before that happened, are there people in here who are in at this time? Because man, it's just the same stuff. It's the exact same stuff we've always seen. All these guys, like it's a sports team. It's a politics mentality. It's a you're never gonna get me to waver differently on Bitcoin versus XRP. It's always gonna be the same stuff. And here was the extreme negativity. I mean, I don't really have much more to say about what it was like. It's just it was you with judging with the mark, you couldn't see this coming. You just couldn't see that it would explode like this with what the sentiment was like down here. And we got the same stuff here. No telling what's going to happen, but you can't rule it out. I hear other people there's other people who do YouTube videos too, like Digital Asset Investor. He talks about it too. You just wake up overnight and it's ludicrous, and it legitimately is. Um, and you just have to buckle into your seatbelt. Oh my gosh, is that really the Digital Asset Investor in here? Wait, what? Let me click on you. Are you the real guy? I can't click on you. I don't know if you're the real guy. Well, cool. But yeah, I mean, that is literally what it's like. It's just like waking up to extreme ludicrous. Where do you see XRP at $200,000 Bitcoin? Well, one, we don't know if Bitcoin's really going to get that high, and two, we just have to watch and see. We've got all the measurements set out, and at that time, we just kind of got to measure it out at that time. All right. Oh yeah, Stevie Ripple. There we go. The guy hit the like button. Digital asset investor. Hey man, like your stuff. Thank you, digital asset investor. I've listened to you for years. I've even talked about you through this stream a lot. My friend got me into crypto after he made it really rich. I mean, like he made over 10 million USD. Well, that was really nice of him to invite you in after he sold and got $10 million. That was real nice of him. It happened in the blink of an eye. Oh, it really did. It was 24 days. 24 days. And like we talk about, it has never been more than, this one you can kind of pick and choose where you want to put it, but none of the bull runs have ever been longer than 2 months. But all the bear markets and all the negativity, it's like literally we spend 90% of the time hanging out in that negativity. And then, we go off into the monster bull run and they don't last long. So, you got to be prepared. You got to hold on tight and you got to endure a long period of just, ugh. And then eventually it just explodes. And if you don't have your targets picked out ahead of time, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss your shot and you're going to be stuck in this all over again. So just have particular spots. And not only that, but like I said earlier, if you're scared to hit the buy button today, you can at least hit the like button. Hit that thumbs up. I know, almost 1,000 views. So like I got a sweater on. I'm definitely going to take this thing off because I'm sweating and my wife just came in here right now and she just mouthed to me, "Oh my gosh." Yeah. This is a little wild. Okay. All right. Oh, okay, let's take a look. I'm gonna go back on the time frame. We are still waiting. Guys, don't ever trade these small time frames. They are ridiculous. Don't ever do it ever in your life. But it looks like we are going to take a breather for a minute on the charts, which is okay. Fiat leak is exploding and Coinbase crashing. It's going to be a fun week. I agree. Tomorrow's our big news, guys. Tomorrow's our, as I always call it, our timed news. And I look forward to really kind of making making sense of it all when it happens. But until then, I only trust Coinbase, Bybit, and other new exchanges. Yeah, right now the only thing I'm really trusting is Coinbase. That's it. Dino Rex Gaming HD. But wait one second, blockchain backer. Isn't Bitcoin known as a store of value? If it is, why should it lose another 95%? Yeah, that's the obvious elephant in the room, isn't it? If it's a store of value, how can it lose so much? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, just, I think the thing is a lot of it just trades on technicals, right? There's people who find value in it. There's a limited supply. And I think the narrative of the store of value doesn't really work, but that might be the marketing term that we go with and to, sway the public into it. But it's not really, I don't know. I don't really know what the future of Bitcoin is. I always say that it's the brand name, right? It's You know, as owning a business that I do, you know, you create a brand and you create an image for your brand, and that people will buy based on brand. You can make your products extremely expensive and not really provide any additional value in the product compared to competitors. But if you have it branded and there's the perception of it being valuable, people will pay higher prices for whatever product you sell, or whatever service you offer. And that's the same with Bitcoin. It is the branding. That's a red candle, man. Damn. Well, you got to understand, we're in the 5-minute chart, right? There you go. Let's put on the daily. There. Does that make you feel better? We don't need that stinking 5-minute chart on here. Does Ledger let you keep any stable coin? I think it does. I don't have the answer for you right now, but I think it does. What is a good stable USD token? I don't know. I haven't messed with them in a long time. I know there's so much FUD around Tether, but Tether was never a problem for me. Um, but I don't even know. I don't even touch the stable coins. I don't touch any of it. It's just not part of like what my trading strategy is right now. My trading strategy right now is just accumulation and not touching any of it. And when I finally do sell, there will be no point in me even messing with stable coins. I'll be moving straight to US dollars when that day finally comes. Great channel, Crypto Gabby. Thank you so much. But man, I think I'm starting to run out of steam. But I got 928 people in here, so what am I supposed to do? You can't just like bail on 928 people. Now when we get this close to 1,000, right? I mean, we gotta like at least hit 1,000. Yeah, Coinbase is the safest one, right? And let me say it again. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have any affiliation with them. I don't even have like a link to give me $10 or anything like that in the descriptions of my videos. No links to that. But that's the one I feel the safest with using. I mean, we watched what have happened, right? The big main ones of the United States have been for United States users has been Coinbase, Binance, Poloniex, and Bittrex. Binance, they closed down and only allow Binance US for a portion of the United States. Poloniex was just like the shadiest thing ever, and then now they've disappeared, and like Justin Tron owns them, and they own all of the KYC data for all the people who used to use Poloniex. Justin Tron, or Justin Sun Tron guy, owns all of it now. And then now you got Bittrex, and today they're requiring social security numbers, or else they're going to lock all of your digital assets. And then you got Coinbase. So Bittrex and Poloniex were both popular like at the same time. Bittrex has fallen off the face of the earth just like Poloniex did. So it's like, do you trust that? I don't. My trust is in Coinbase. But I don't hold my assets on Coinbase. I hold them on a Ledger Nano. I also do not have a link for Ledger Nano down there, but yeah, go get yourself one. Yeah, leave us one anymore. I think I am at the point where I'm pooped. I'm exhausted. It doesn't look like we're gonna get the next leg up in the next 20 or 30 minutes, and that's really all I got left in me. So while we go ahead, let me just beg you one more time for that thumbs up, because I'm at my ending. So I guess that this is gonna be it, my friends. Everybody showing up. I can't believe I'm killing this stream at 900 people, but I'm doing it. Thank you all so much. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the conversations, all this good stuff. I sincerely appreciate it. And with that, let's give you the saying, right? So let's pop it up. Here we go. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. As always, this is not investment advice, and I am not a financial advisor. But if you ever need a pick-me-up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.